Hello, Sarah of SEK Handmade here, and today I am so excited to share with you how to work the folded bobble border. Let's go.
All right, let's talk about what supplies you're going to need for this tutorial. You can pick any weight yarn. I have picked Wool Spun by Lion Brand. This is actually a discontinued yarn, but it's one of my favorites. It's a nice plush, bulky weight yarn. And then you'll just also need a matching hook. This can be whatever hook size you prefer to work with the weight of yarn that you're using. Remember, we're just practicing here, so this combination doesn't have to be perfect. One more supply that you'll need for this stitch tutorial, since it is a border stitch, you're going to want a swatch of fabric to practice this border on. And I recommend don't skimp yourself on this. It'll be easier to learn if you work a decent sized fabric here. So what I have done is I have worked 5 rows of half double crochets in the same yarn as the yarn I'm going to use for my border. And then I've worked a total of 21 stitches. So you can go ahead and pause here real quick to work up your little swatch. I am in love with this super squishy folded bobble border. I'm going to show you how to make it step by step. Let's give it a try. All right, to get started, we're going to join our yarn on the right side of our fabric. We're simply going to do this by inserting our hook into the top of the row there, grabbing our yarn, pulling up a loop, chaining one, and then we're going to start with a single crochet in this first stitch. So go ahead and make your single crochet. Now, you can make a decision or follow whatever your instructions are for your pattern. You can do a different amount of chains before you get to your folded bobble, and you can put a different amount of stitches in between your folded bobbles. They make that fun little point. So don't just take what we're learning here and immediately apply it to your pattern. Make sure you're reading your pattern too. So now that we've worked our single crochet, we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then in the third chain from our hook, we're going to work a double crochet 4 together. So what I found to make this folded bobble really sturdy, I like to go under the top of my braid and the back bump of my chain, pull up my loop. I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to yarn over, insert into the same space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2 double crochets, incomplete. Here's our third double crochet and our fourth double crochet. Once you've worked the first part of 4 double crochets, you'll have 5 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through all of those loops, and then we're going to go ahead and chain 1, 2, and now we're going to work a double crochet 4 together in the second chain from our hook. So same thing, I'm going to go under the top of the braid and under the back bump, and I'm going to work my double crochet 4 together. So work half of 1 double crochet, the start of my second double crochet, the start of my third double crochet, got an extra loop there, the start of my fourth double crochet. Again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on my hook. Going to yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, and now here's where the folded part comes. We're going to fold the one we just made on top of the one we first made. And the way that I like to do that, to secure it really tightly, is find my front and the back of my braid, and I'm going to fold down and then go right through the top and the bottom of my braid, right like that. Then I'm going to slip stitch those two together, and it really secures that bobble right on top there. Oh, it's so fluffy and squishy. Then I'm going to chain 1, 2. I'm going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in my 4th stitch. And that's our first folded bobble. We're going to do that again. Again, the number of chains that you do to move up and down here and the number of stitches you skip can be different, as well as the number of double crochets together you do to make the bobble. We're using 4 double crochets. You could easily use 3. I don't know that I'd do 2. You might end up with something tall but not very floofy. Of course, play around with it. If that's what you love, go for it. So we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In our third chain from our hook, we're going to double crochet 4 together. 1, 2, make sure I'm getting all the plies of my yarn here. 3, 4. Again, if you lose count of how many double crochets you've made, you should end up with 5 loops on your hook here. Yarn over, pull through all 5 of those loops. We're going to chain 1, 2, and we're going to work another double crochet 4 together in our first chain that we made there, the second one from our hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through all 5 loops. Fold my bobble over. I'm looking to go through the bottom of my first bobble, really secure it on there. Slip stitch, and then we're going to chain 1, 2. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3 stitches and single crochet into the end there, and that's how you work it. You can work this all the way down the rest of your fabric. If you continue with the pattern that I have done of skipping 3 and single crocheting in the 4th stitch, you should end up at the end of your fabric with a single crochet. And once you get to the end of your row, it should look like this. Just a couple little tips. When I block patterns that use this border, I will put a pin in the end of each little bobble there. That helps extend those chains to give it a really nice pointy look. If you want more space and you want your bobbles to be further away from your main fabric, you can go ahead and work extra chains. That'll help extend the whole border. And then sometimes I like to work a row of single crochets in this contrasting color just for an extra little pop of that color. So lots of fun ways to play with this. I hope you use it on all of your projects.
Friend, I want to put this border on everything. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. If you enjoyed this tutorial, I would love it if you would like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and maybe even share it with a friend. Until I see you next time, happy crafting!